From hot takes on Bryce Young to a pro bowler with something to prove, the Carolina Panthers continue to generate headlines and some strong opinions on both sides of the football. Two Panthers, two major storylines, and one big question. Can Carolina finally turn the corner in 2025? Let's dive in. This week, Nick Wright of FS1's First Things First brought back a familiar line of skepticism surrounding quarterback Bryce Young. The too small argument. Here's what he said. I think he's too small to be an above-average NFL quarterback. He may have small pockets of high-level play, but over the course of last season, he looked out of sorts. I think it's more likely the Panthers are back in the quarterback market next offseason than in the playoffs this year. Now, let's add some context. Yes, Bryce struggled early in 2024. There were growing pains, an injured offensive line, a scheme that didn't fit, and a young QB trying to do too much. But after the coaching change, something clicked. He finished the year with a sharper command of the offense, more poise in the pocket, and more importantly, flashes of the elite anticipation and accuracy that made him the #1 overall pick in the first place. He's added weight. He's operating in a QB-friendly system under Dave Canales. And he has a rebuilt offense around him, including new weapons, a deeper O-line, and a full offseason as the guy. So yes, 2025 is a prove-it year. But let's be clear, this is not the same Bryce Young you saw in September. So what do you think? Is Bryce primed to take the next step? Or do you agree with Nick Wright? Drop your take in the comments. We want to hear from Panthers fans. Now let's switch gears from quarterback pressure to cornerback potential. Because while all eyes are on Bryce Young's development, there's another Panther looking to take a big step forward. We're talking about J.C. Horn. According to Dalton Wasserman of Pro Football Focus, Horn is the Panthers' top bounce-back pick for 2025. And if you dig into the numbers, it actually makes sense. Horn's coverage grade dropped to 59.1 last season, a career low. But it wasn't all bad. For the first time, he played over 1,000 snaps and led the team with an 80.9 run defense grade. He also set career highs across the board. 15 games played, 68 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and 13 passes defended. So yes, Horn was productive, and outside of missing the final 2 games due to a hip injury, he stayed healthy for most of the year, which may be the biggest win of all. So whether it's Bryce Young fighting off old narratives or J.C. Horn taking the next step, the Panthers are entering 2025 with something they haven't had in a long time. Clarity, structure, and real expectations. The rebuild is still underway, but the excuses are gone. Now it's time to rise or get left behind. So Panthers Nation, if you think this team's ready to surprise some people, go ahead and hit that like button. And drop your take in the comments. Who's your bounce-back Panther for 2025? Keep pounding and stick around, because this season, it just might be one to remember.